Hello there, folks. Time for another rant. Precious metals are on a tear. And for those of you who've seen my other videos here or read anything on Forbes by me or Seeking Alpha, you'll know that my basic premise is that gold is for war. And as global stress increases, so does the price of gold. And of course, if gold goes up, silver goes up. And they're not the only two precious metals. There's platinum and there's palladium. So I'm going to go over the four because they're the, pardon my pun, golden four. But there's also another. So we have gold, and gold is the currency of governments. Gold is for war. And you can see back in the day when the Soviet Union fell, gold went out of favor because why have buildings full of gold? The likelihood of wars become remote. Gold becomes important because it's a strategic reserve for conflict. And it's in the warehouse for the same reason as you have tanks in the warehouse. So now we're on this terrifying road of ever-increasing conflict. That drumbeat, that increased global stress, means increased purchases of gold by countries. And that's what's driving the price. And that drumbeat is going to go on and on and on. Every week or month that goes by, it gets more tense. Now, that's gold. Silver is basically the retail equivalent of gold. You get approximately 80 times as much silver as you do gold for your dollar. If you're a normal person, you can't really go out and buy even a tenth of an ounce. That's $300. You can go out and you can buy an ounce of silver for $40. And then next week, another ounce of silver, and then another ounce of silver. So silver is retail and retail orientated. Now, gold's been moving because of governments. And sooner or later, other people realize that precious metals are going up. They look at silver and go, that's cheap. Or, I can afford that. And it's moving is gold, and I can't really afford to buy a $20 eagle, or for that matter, even a small gold coin, but I can buy nice shiny silver coins. So retail is a juggernaut, and retail gets FOMO. It doesn't tend to go, well, it's a Wednesday, I'm going to buy this month's 1 ounce silver coin. Generally speaking, retail is driven by FOMO. Oh, I need to buy Nvidia. Oh, I need to open a Robinhood account. Oh, I need some crypto. Oh, I need Bitcoin. Oh, I need silver. And you're starting to see retail realize that silver is something that is on the move. And that is now driving silver. Now, under those two, they're the majors. There are the other two precious metals. And the one that most people know is platinum. Now, platinum used to be 1-to-1 with gold. It's actually $1,300 now, so it's not quite a third. It's a little bit more than a third of the price of gold. But if it got to parity, which it was for a very long period of time, not so long ago, it would actually be at least twice what it is now. And if you go back not even that much further, platinum was 2-to-1 to gold, so platinum would be $7,000. Now, the reason why the price has fallen is that platinum is an industrial precious metal, and it's used for things like cat converters in petrol cars. And obviously, the petrol car has been going out of fashion and was going to be cancelled only like 7 or 8 years from now. That's gone away. The need for platinum for environmental reasons in things like hydrogen fuel cells, that's going to be an important thing. And on top of that, a huge increase in the demand for energy. Platinum is going to be needed for environmental remediation. So platinum has begun to move. And when I started talking about this only a few weeks ago, maybe you could say 4 or 5 months ago if you like, but that's only a few weeks, it was $900. It's now $1,300. And finally, the final precious metal is palladium, which is the sister metal to platinum. Platinum group metals, platinum, palladium, iridium, osmium, and a few other ones out there. They escape me. But platinum and palladium are the two. And palladium also has that environmental use and is a precious metal. And of course, gold goes, silver goes, and then retail starts looking around for other precious metals. And there's platinum and palladium. And palladium is cheaper than platinum for an ounce, and again has that environmental remediation, that high-tech chemistry usage, and is a very rare precious metal. Now, platinum and palladium, the amazing thing about them is that they only make 200 tons a year of new platinum, 200 tons a year of new palladium. So none. So any sort of interest at retail, and they're going to be shot really, really high by that demand. And palladium was actually nearly $3,000 an ounce only, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. And you look that up on the chart. Palladium came down a lot in only the last 2 or 3 years. Well, I think that's going back up again. Gold, it's on a long-term ball, could easily go to 5,000. Silver could go to, well, I won't say easily $100, but that's the number I've got in my head. It's currently 40. But so it could easily go $50, $60. So there's one other metal that's not precious. It's on the borderline. It's a base metal, but that is going to go on a run sometime in the next 2 years. And that's copper. There's not enough copper for what's coming up. And that is the electrification of the world, which is not going to turn around. And the demand from AI for copper is going to be absolutely astronomical. And there's simply not enough copper out there. It's going to be copper, 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 copper. And the market doesn't seem to have worked that out yet. Now, as a side issue, as some evidence for that, it was today or maybe yesterday, Anglo American, one of the big mining companies, agreed to merge with another big mining company called Teck in Canada. And the plan is to form a definitive pure play, or nearest damn it, pure play, copper mining company, a giant copper mining company. So why have they done that? Well, there's only 2 other giant copper mining companies that I can find, and that's Antofagasta. I call it Anto because it's easy to pronounce, and Freeport-McMoRan. Freeport-McMoRan's in America, and Anto's in Chile. Well, with huge upcoming demand for copper, that's kind of a little bit skinny, isn't it? So the boards of Anglo America have decided that they're going to make the 3rd big copper combine. Well, to go to all that lengths only goes to show what they know, and that is they think that's the future, and that's the future for them. And it's another sign that copper is going to be a big story. But it isn't yet. So keep an eye on that, because while gold and silver and platinum and palladium are going to run over the next year or two, at some point, the next story is going to be copper.